The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring Grade 1 stakes action from the Arlington International Turf Festival, including the first Illinois bred winner of the Arlington Million and a controversial finish in the Beverly D Stakes. We begin with 2-year-old fillies at Del Mar in the Grade 2 Sorrento Stakes. Pretty and Cool, the 2-5 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Past the 3/8 they go, and Undisputed still clear. Undisputed by 3. Now Pretty and Cool starts to cut into that gap, and Pretty and Cool is coming fast now. Pretty and Cool going to get the lead with a 1/4 mile to go. Gomo now comes to take a run from second. Right there, did not go on. Homeward bound, and Pretty and Cool has opened up on them. Pretty and Cool leads it by 4 lengths. Gomo battling after her in second. But it is all Pretty and Cool in the Sorrento. Pretty and Cool just absolutely overwhelmed them. A majestic performance today. Pretty and Cool and Martin Garcia win the Sorrento.
Odds-on favorite Pretty and Cool takes it by 2 3/4 lengths over 19-1 Gomo. Martin Garcia aboard the Keeneland Sales graduate in 1:16 A record 7th winner of the Sorrento for trainer Bob Baffert. Pretty and Cool was an impressive first-out maiden winner over the track. The filly by Scat Daddy was bred in Kentucky by Nancy C. Shuford and was a $160,000 Keeneland September yearling. Pretty and Cool has earned $162,000 for Carl Watson, Mike Pegram, and Paul Whiteman. Pretty and Cool paid $280 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Saratoga for 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 2 Adirondack Stakes. Tanasa, the 6-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
Javier Castellana and Tanasa lead it by 2 lengths as the field rounds the far turn. Just Wicked gets going now, second, and heading after Tanasa. And here comes Just Wicked right alongside of Tanasa, and they're stride for stride. And these two are cleared 2.5 from Heartbreaker Girl. Then decked out to the outside, Lookout Sister down toward the rail. Delicate Lady and Can Do, and it's Tanasa and Just Wicked. A 45 2/2 mile. They're into the stretch in the Adirondack. Just Wicked and Tanasa. These two putting on a show with 1 furlong to go. Just Wicked, Tanasa won't give in. It's 5 lengths back to Decked Out. It is Just Wicked and Tanasa fighting her all the way to the wire. Just Wicked and Tanasa, and Just Wicked has won the Adirondack.
3-1 second choice, Just Wicked outfinishes Tanasa by a 1.25 lengths. Jose Ortiz, the winning rider, in 1:16 Second on debut over the Belmont turf, Just Wicked switched to the main track to break her maiden on opening day at the Spa. The filly by Tappet was bred in Kentucky by Winchell Thoroughbreds. Trained by Steve Asmussen, Just Wicked has earned nearly $185,000 for Ron Winchell. DRF Breeding, home of the new Sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. Next, 2-year-olds in the Grade 2 Saratoga Special. Saratoga Mischief, the even money favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
John Q. Public taken on by Saratoga Mischief. And they've been moving right along on the lead. Holding Gold is on the far outside. And here comes Hammer's Vision now with a rush. And Hammer's Vision is taken third after a 1/2 mile in 45 flat. And they're into the stretch, and it is Saratoga Mischief. And on the outside is Hammer's Vision, who's up into second. Looking for running room is Exaggerator. And now he'll come to the inside of Saratoga Mischief. Furlong to go. Saratoga Mischief. Exaggerator coming up the rail. Exaggerator. Collar Saratoga Mischief late. And Exaggerator wins the Saratoga Special.
Exaggerator finds running room to defeat Saratoga Mischief by 3/4 length. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales graduates. Junior Alvarado up in 1:16 Fifth on debut at Santa Anita, Exaggerator broke his maiden in his second start at Del Mar. The colt by Curlin was bred in Kentucky by Joseph B. Murphy and was a $110,000 Keeneland September yearling. Exaggerator has earned $163,000 for Big Chief Racing. Keith DeSormo trains the winner. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the upcoming yearling sales. Back to Del Mar for sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Rancho Bernardo Handicap. In her first start, off a nearly 8-month layoff, Terrace, the even money favorite. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They run past the 3/8 pole and Wasted at Midnight goes on, leads a length and a half. Terrace is right there second, Uziel third. Baruta in a striking position from fourth, and then it's Sam's Sister. Past the quarter pole they go. Wasted at Midnight under pressure now is taken on by Terrace. Terrace the new leader. Uziel comes to take them on. Baruta chases from fourth. They are homeward bound now, and Terrace the leader. And Terrace, being very confidently ridden, just gets the reins shaken at them. And Terrace kicks on. Baruta's finishing strongly on the inside, but a very, very stylish performance from Terrace. Very confidently handled by Gary Stevens. They romped home, really.
Terrace by Claiborne Farm stallion Flatter is back, scoring easily by 2 3/4 lengths over Baruta. Gary Stevens aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 1:15-1. A 9-length winner of the Grade 2 Raven Run Stakes last fall, Terrace was making her second start for owners Michael Tabor, Derek Smith, and John Magner, who purchased her for $2,350,000 in November. Trainer Simon Callahan has the 4-year-old filly Sharp in her return from an ankle injury. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Claiborne Farm and Adele Dilschneider and was a $90,000 Keeneland September yearling from the Claiborne Farm consignment. Terrace has earned $395,000. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
The advantages of nominating and winning a Breeders' Cup Challenge Series race are clear. For more information about the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series and nominations, go to members.breederscup.com, because the best is yet to come.
Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson storming clear now, and it's Hunter's Bay, a pulling away winner of the Eclipse. Hunter's Bay on the outside, on the inside, Tender Harbor. Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson who win the Dominion Day.
Champion Hunter's Bay, a multiple graded stakes winner of over $600,000 with triple-digit buyers on all surfaces, standing at Adena Springs South.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to standard stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 Secretariat Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 3-year-old turf fillies at Saratoga in the Grade 2 Lake Placid Stakes. Cintiera Italia, the 8-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
Heath and Jose Lezcano continue to make the pace. Rod Ortiz Jr. keeps Consumer Credit right alongside in second, and John Velasquez and Miss Temple City are third just to the outside, and these three will take them into the far turn all right together. Sentiero Italia just behind them, and last of them all is Strict Compliance, who's being ridden to go as the field makes their way around the far turn. It is Heath on the inside, Consumer Credit, Miss Temple City to the outside of them. Sentiero Italia comes four wide, and right behind them, Strict Compliance trying to get into the race. A final furlong, Miss Temple City's taking the lead. Sentiero Italia runs with her. Up into third is Strict Compliance. It is Miss Temple City and Sentiero Italia, and Sentiero Italia goes on to win over Miss Temple City.
Sentiero Italia takes the duel with Miss Temple City by a length and a quarter. Joel Rosario, the winning jockey, in 147-2. The Kira McLaughlin trainee was coming off a fourth place finish in the Grade 1 Belmont Oaks Interstakes debut. The filly by Medalla d'Oro was bred in Kentucky by Darley and is a half-sister to Grade 1 Stakes winner Ash Cowway. Sentiero Italia has earned $321,000 for Godolphin Racing. Joel Rosario with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winter circle. Next, the Grade 1 Del Mar Oaks on turf. Prize Exhibit, the 7-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They run to the half mile in the Del Mar Oaks, and it's still Paulina's Love clear by 3 to Her Eminency. Charlotte Ray's in the third spot, been followed then by Zapassa. Sunset Glow is fifth. Now getting closer, Majestic Heat. Prize Exhibit is on the move on the far side, 8 lengths off the leaders. Rat-a-tap-tap continues to trail. They are coming to the top of the lane, and Paulina's Love still the one to catch. Paulina's Love 2.5. Now here comes Her Eminency, and Her Eminency making a big run at them from second. Charlotte Ray is in with a shot from third, then Sunset Glow. Prize Exhibit far back, but coming with a late run now. They come for home. Her Eminency gets the lead. Charlotte Ray on the outside. Prize Exhibit flying late, maybe too late though. It's Charlotte Ray in a driving finish. Charlotte Ray to win the Oaks.
Charlotte Ray gets up to defeat Her Eminency by 3/4 of a length. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. James Graham aboard in 146-2. Winner of the California Oaks for WC Racing in February, Charlotte Ray was acquired by her current partnership following her second place finish in the Grade 2 Honeymoon Stakes in May. The filly by a Fleet Alex was bred in Kentucky by Mr. and Mrs. Richard Castor and Frederick Whiting. Trained by Doug O'Neill, Charlotte Ray has earned $436,000. The winner is owned by Broa Stable, Gary Barber, and Wachtell Stable. The filly was consigned by Castle Park Farm, Noel Murphy agent, to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where she was purchased by Denny Boltinghouse for $22,000. Grade 1 Del Mar Oaks winner Charlotte Ray, the Keeneland Sells Graduate of the Week. To Arlington Park for 3-year-old turf males in the Grade 1 Secretariat Stakes. Grade 1 Belmont Derby winner Forced the Pass, the 3-2 favorite. John G. Dooley has the call.
It's Highland Reel. Highland Reel continues to lead the way. Crittenden follows the leader. Highland Reel with just over 4 furlongs to go. Highland Reel continues to hold on to this lead from Crittenden, joined toward the inside by War Dispatch, who's now gained third, and Goldstream is in fourth as they enter the far turn now. Then Granny's Kitten at the inside closing bell, and Force the Pass remains last. 3/4 for Highland Reel. 1 minute 14 and 3/5 seconds. Highland Reel looking to make all. Crittenden is right there along with Goldstream, who's now coming 3 deep for Brenton Avdullah. At the inside, War Dispatch has the green cap, Granny's Kitten. Force the Pass in the orange cap and behind horses. Closing bell cut the corner. They're homeward bound, and it's Highland Reel. Highland Reel has made every yard. Deep in the final furlong, Highland Reel leads by 6. Force the Pass is staying on. Goldstream between horses. Crittenden drops back. It's Highland Reel. Highland Reel for Shamie Heffernan. It's a 4 Secretariat for Aidan O'Brien.
2-1 second choice Highland Reel gives trainer Aidan O'Brien his 4th victory in the Secretariat, drawing off to defeat 14-1 Closing Bell by 5 1/4 lengths. Shamie Heffernan, the winning jockey, in 202-1. Highland Reel becomes the 3rd winner of this race since 2011, sired by top European stallion Galileo and owned by the Coolmore Connections. Runner-up in the Group 1 Prix du Jockey Club and 5th in the Group 1 Irish Derby, the Irish-bred colt was coming off a victory in the Group 3 Goodwood Stakes. Highland Reel has earned nearly $855,000 for Derek Smith, Susan Magner, and Michael Tabor. Spendthrift Farm stag and Malibu Moon continued to be on the rise at the Saratoga Select Sale, boasting a yearling average of $517,000. Joining Tappet as the only stallions to average over $500,000 for 3 or more sold. Watch for more top yearlings by Malibu Moon selling later this year.
Jimmy Creed, distorted humor's most brilliant son at stud. Faster than distorted humor's Keeneland Stakes record. Out of Grade 1 winner and multiple Grade 1 producer, hooked on the feeling.
And Jimmy Creed in a scintillating performance today.
Booked full in 2014, breed secure in 2015. Spendthrift, the breeder's farm.
Hit the bullseye with an OBS August yearling. Since January 1st, 2014, OBS August yearling sale graduates have been on target for 65 stakes wins and counting, including 18 graded stakes wins from coast to coast. 800 yearlings by leading and proven national sires and promising young guns will be offered August 25th through August 27th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
It's Daredevil with a 4-length lead. And Daredevil, the sparkling performance here in the Champagne.
Make plans now to attend the National Thoroughbred Owner Conference taking place at beautiful Gulfstream Park in South Florida, January 11th through 14th, the same week of the 2015 Eclipse Awards. Enjoy a great lineup of speakers and panelists, fabulous social events, and live racing at Gulfstream. Plus, you'll meet celebrity owners and successful thoroughbred owners from around the country. If you missed the inaugural Owner Conference at Keeneland, you won't want to miss this one. Visit ownerview.com to register today. That's ownerview.com.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and bridges the worlds of racing and breeding, presenting DRF sire-powered results. Access race results by sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, surface, and country. And now, sort results by DRF's exclusive buyer speed figures, available only at DRF Breeding.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a controversial finish in the Grade 1 Beverly D Stakes coming up in this segment. But first to Saratoga for Turf Milers in the Grade 2 4-star Dave Handicap. Ironicus, the 2-to-1 favorite, Larry Comas has the call.
And now the field races for the far turn. King Creesa has run a 48 1/2 mile. And now King Creesa opens up a bit of daylight. It's a 1.5 length lead. Grand Arch comes off the rail and gets closer now. Sky Rings under a ride. Jack Milton is there on the far outside. Mashawish is going to cut the corner, and Ironicus is going to swing out 5 wide. Seek again also got through on the inside. They're into the stretch. Here's Grand Arch. Grand Arch runs by King Creesa as they come into the final furlong. Ironicus and Mashawish are closing on the far outside. Grand Arch in front. Ironicus storming down the center of the track. Here comes Ironicus after Grand Arch. Here's the wire. Grand Arch holds on.
Grand Arch by Claiborne Farm Stallion Arch holds off Ironicus by a neck with Seek Again, another neck back in the show spot. Luis Saez aboard the 2-time Keeneland Sales graduate in 1:34 3. A close second to Seek Again in this race last year. The Brian Lynch trainee had managed only an allowance victory in 3 previous starts this season. The 5-year-old gelding was bred in Kentucky by Hunter Valley Farm and Stephen Hillen. Grand Arch has earned just over $1 million for Jim and Susan Hill. Darby Dan stag in Shackelford, the only American Classic winner from the Stormcat sire line. His tremendous first crop yearlings made a big splash at Saratoga, selling for up to $340,000. Look for Shackelford's 5 first crop yearlings selling Tuesday at the OBS Select Sale. To Arlington Park for turf fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Beverly D Stakes. 5-2 favorite Euro Charlene is setting the pace as we pick up the call by John G. Dooley.
Half mile in 47 3/5 seconds now as they traverse the far side of the course. And Euro Charlene will look to make all here. Secret Gesture now starting to narrow the margin for Jamie Spencer. It's Euro Charlene 3/4 of a length. Midpoint on the turn from Secret Gesture now getting her cue. Carla Bianca is third. Wedding Vow up the inside now being driven. Stephanie's Kitten still 5 lengths adrift. It's Euro Charlene who turned in front. What's the chances? Lacey then made on a mission. Well back Mango Diva. They come down to the final furlong. Euro Charlene. Secret Gesture launching her challenge now for Euro Charlene. Euro Charlene just clings on. Secret Gesture's nosed in front. And here's Stephanie's Kitten. Stephanie's Kitten late game by What's the Chances? Secret Gesture. Secret Gesture drifted late. Secret Gesture on the wire.
It was Secret Gesture and Jamie Spencer first on the wire by 1.25 over What's the Chances and Joe Bravo. But for drifting out near the finish and causing Rod Ortiz Jr. to steady Stephanie's Kitten, Secret Gesture was demoted to third in a controversial decision by the stewards. The connections of Secret Gesture have indicated they plan to appeal the ruling. But for now, Chad Brown trainees finish 1-2. Time of the race 1:57.1. Winner of the Grade 3 Gala Red handicap in her seasonal debut, What's the Chances just missed by a head in her last start, the Grade 2 Dance Smartly Stakes. The Irish-bred 5-year-old mare by Diamond Green is owned by Michael Kisper, Bradley Thoroughbreds, and Nelson McMacken. What's the Chances has a bankroll of $1,146,000. Coming up, a hometown hero of the Arlington Million.
Goes 140 at 130.40. If you get 40, if you get 140, if you get 130. Down, but down 87, 90 pound, down, but down 90 grand bear. 890 pounds, down, but down 90. 85 on a minute, 85. What do you think? 5 here. 85 pounds, down, but down 5 on the head.
People want to know what's so special about Ocala. Centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville, Ocala's equine industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Discover Ocala. Reach out to Showcase Properties and we'll show you why we love where we live.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fresh air.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver, front loader.
Happiness is a drive-over mower deck.
A John Deere dealer can teach tractors to anybody.
In the right hands, an iMatch Quick Hitch could probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere. John Deere is a proud sponsor of the Breeders' Cup.
Algorithms. The undefeated graded stakes winner used his natural talent as standard procedure. An easy winner of both starts at 2.
With a polished effort here.
And Algorithms getting the better of Consortium.
He won his stakes debut, drawing off from an Eclipse champion, earning a 105 buyer.
Algorithms winning the Holy Bull.
He's a grand-looking half-brother to 3 graded stakes winners. With pedigree, looks, and talent, it all adds up. Algorithms at Claiborne Farm.
With more graduates winning at racing's highest level each year than any other sales company, Graded Stakes glory starts at Keeneland. The Keeneland September Yearling Sale is where the world gathers to find the next great thoroughbred athletes, the ones that will take them from the sales ring to the winner's circle. The Keeneland September Yearling Sale, September 14th through the 26th. If you're looking for Graded Stakes glory, why buy anywhere else?
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the 33rd running of the Grade 1 Arlington Million. Slumber and Big Blue Kitten 3-1 co-favorites. Here's the call by John G. Dooley.
They're off in the Arlington Million. Shining Copper being sent. Shining Copper, the Arlington Handicap winner, Quiet Force, Legendary, and Book Runner in the front ranks, along with Maverick Wave and the Godolphin Blue. It's Shining Copper. Shining Copper has come away in front. Book Runner taking a hold of to settle. And on the outside is Maverick Wave as they come past the stands. And it's Shining Copper who leads the way from Maverick Wave and Book Runner in third. Legendary is fourth and settled as they make their way toward the first turn. Shining Copper out to lead the way from Maverick Wave and Book Runner. Maverick in fourth. Up with the Birds. Stays rooted to the rail. Next as they round the first turn. Outside Up with the Birds is Legendary in fifth. Wake Forest in sixth between horses. Purple White Hoops. Then on the outside, Quiet Force. Slumber right there from the rail. As they go to the back of the course, the Pizza Man is mid-pack. And then comes the 13-time winner, Big Blue Kitten, together with Triple Threat. It's a break of two more then to Belgian Bill and Elval is last of 13 going up the back of the course. The quarter, the fastest ever in the million. 21 3/5 seconds. Half mile in 46 3/5. They head to the half mile pole in the 33rd Arlington Million. And Shining Copper continues to set the tone. And it's a robust pace. Shining Copper by 2. Book Runner is second. Maverick Wave third as they enter the turn. Legendary starts to quicken now. Maverick Wave is dropped back. Up with the Birds, a ground saving fourth. Quiet Force now into fifth. Maverick Wave sixth, then dropping back to 3 furlongs out. The Pizza Man clear of horses and gaining 7 from the front. And then on the outside is Big Blue Kitten, who's gaining with Triple Threat. At the inside, Elval, Belgian Bill, Slumber. Maverick Wave plummeted back to 13th. In the meantime, it's Shining Copper. They turn for home. Shining Copper with 3/16 to go. Shining Copper leads by a length. Shining Copper here's Up with the Birds coming up the fence. The Pizza Man finishing now. Big Blue Kitten charging on the outside. The Pizza Man has taken the lead. The Pizza Man on the outside. Big Blue Kitten. Chicago's about to erupt. The Illinois bred. The Pizza Man just won the Arlington Million under Florent Giroux.
The Pizza Man holds off Big Blue Kitten by a neck with the runner-up stablemate Shining Copper third. Florent Giroux, the winning jockey in 2:02 1, a 1:03 buyer speed figure. The Pizza Man was last seen taking the Grade 3 Stars and Stripes Stakes and is now 10 for 13 over the Arlington Park turf. The Illinois-bred 6-year-old gelding by English Channel won the American St. Ledger over the course a year ago, but gets the top prize this time around. The Pizza Man has earned $1,458,000 racing for his breeder, Midwest Thoroughbreds. Roger Bruggerman trains the winner. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.